Welcome back, everyone, for another thrill-packed episode of Wine Down at Specs. I'm your host, Pat Kelly, and the show is sponsored by Nomacork for the very latest in high-tech bottle closures. So today we have a special individual here because he's representing an appellation that we've heard quite a bit about lately. But it's only because they're making fabulous wine and just getting better and better. And one of those properties that is pushing the upper limits of quality from Argentina, Mendoza, Argentina, is Riglos Winery. And with us here today is the gentleman who's personally responsible for this wine becoming available to us Americans here. And we're very, very happy for that. The gentleman is Rafael Calderon from the Riglos Winery. Well, Rafael, I would love to have you share with our viewing audience all you know about the Riglos Winery and what it is about Argentina, and particularly Mendoza, that's just making special, special wines for us to enjoy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm just wonderful, thank you.
Glad to be here from a long trip. And well, you talk about Mendoza. Mendoza is a great region in Argentina. It's 80% of the business in producing wines, but Mendoza is pretty big as well. So what we are prefer to talk about is sub-regions in an appellation within Mendoza, and specifically Riglos is in up on the mountain southwest of Mendoza, about 90 miles southwest, and in a region that is called Tupungato Gualtayari. And this sub-region is part of the Uco Valley, that is a high elevation region. So we settled down over there at the 4,000 feet of elevation. So we are kind of a specialist to producing wine at so high elevation in Mendoza. Out of our state that is called Finca Las Divas, or Las Divas Vineyard, and the whole production is coming from there. So we are single state wine, single vineyard wines.
Wow, that's that's a high elevation. And you say it's west or southwest of Mendoza?
Southwest of Mendoza.
Okay, so there's no issues, clearly, with these wines ripening. You clearly have plenty of growing season.
Yeah, it's a long season. We pick the grapes very late in the season, so that is fantastic for the wine in terms of to get a very nice structure, acidity on the wine. So those wines are great for aging, for cellaring, and great for food as well.
Well, one of the things I'm kind of known for, my enthusiasm for Argentina, is that if you're a grape, however you like it, Argentina can just dial it in. If you like altitude, if you like latitude, if you like north face, south face, whatever it is you like. If you like water, there's snow-capped peaks to slake your thirst. And you guys are not only in a place where you can grow great fruit, but you're doing beautiful things with it. Let us open up here. We opened a couple of treats for me today. So we're going to have our first one here. Would please introduce this one to our viewing audience.
So we have two wines here. The first wine is our Riglos Grand Malbec. We put the name Grand because in order to differentiate with the standard Malbec. And so this is special from a special lots or parcel. That we produce the whole parcel in this program. It's about 24,000 bottles, no more. And this wine is picking late in the season with very, very, very low yields. So we measure the yields in the production as a 1 bottle per vine. So we produce 1 bottle out of one vine.
Well, then you guys clearly believe in the high vine density philosophy of vineyard growing. Now, these are relatively young vines, too, are they?
Yeah. We planted this vineyard in 2002, but we have a strategy to produce top quality grapes over there through a better understanding of the terroir and the soils and the whole thing through precision viticulture. So we try to be very precise to understand each vine in each parcel, each clone, etc. And we use technology for that. So in order to accelerate the understanding and to get a very well-balanced vineyard to produce elegant and very food-oriented wine as well.
Well, boy, the fruit clearly achieved ripeness. This is beautiful. It's not overripe. It's that's at peak, and it's deeply extracted. That wine is virtually opaque.
Yeah, it's very intense color, very almost violet. That is one of the main characteristics of the region. The elevation produce wines with a very, very good color and also acidity and structure. So this wine is being aging in oak by 20 months, and you perceive the oak here is very well integrated, and so it's very good balance between fruit and oak.
Absolutely, you've achieved that beautifully, and the fruit is very distinct, but it's I don't want to say subdued, but it's in perfect balance. This is a lovely, lovely wine.
And one of the characteristics of elevation in this region is the Malbec tend to be to the violet or flower aromas rather than the plums or this kind of fruit. So it's very interesting and spicy almost sometimes.
The little brother set the bar kind of high. What's Big Brother going to do about that? Can you talk to us about?
Yeah, the second wine is what we call Gran Corte. Gran Corte means blend in Argentina, so it's literally to cut with different grapes, varietals. And here we have a blend. It's a field selection, so we vinify in the same way that the other one, but we have a 60% Malbec from a special lots that we already identify as a more fine and not so without too much expression in fruit, but it's more elegant and more structured. 60% of this Malbec, 30% of Cabernet Sauvignon. That is a very challenging grape to grow so high elevation, but so far we are doing pretty well. And 10% of Cabernet Franc. So this is something that is coming to the market. The Cabernet Franc from Argentina, and especially from high elevation region, and it's doing pretty well. We don't have too much, but we are growing our program, and we have 100% Cabernet Franc as well.
Wow.
In Riglos.
Classic Bordeaux blend.
Yeah, so we call it like a Bordeaux blend, and 20 months in French oak. So here we combine first use, second use in order to get the ideal balanced flavors on the wines.
Well, for my palate, you've certainly achieved that. And that Cab Franc gives it nice structure, too.
Yeah.
Well, Riglos Winery from Mendoza, Argentina, actually a little southwest of Mendoza, but doing fabulous things in the world of wine and just really competing on value for price point. This Riglos delivers. So come on into a Specs near you, ask for Riglos. You won't be disappointed. I want to thank you for coming to see us, sir.
Thanks for the opportunity to present our wines.
It was a bit of a trip for you, I'm sure, but please make it again. It's always available, and we're always here to see you.
Thank you.
And
Bye-bye.
from all of us to all of you, thank you very much. This is Pat Kelly signing off for another episode of Wine Down at Specs. Come back and see us next time. Thank you.
Thank you.